In a recording. Hold on, give it a minute. It's bugging out. Alright. Hey guys! Welcome back to another TinkerGamer video. And today, guys, we are doing a Galaxy Talk. And this is basically where we're going to talk about games and other stuff that we just want to do. This is like our podcast. So, we're not exactly when they'll come out, but I would assume they're gonna come out like every week, maybe every other week. But today we are joined by ThatOneGrandAdmiral, which is pretty awesome because this is a really cool thing. Me and him were able to do, and thank you so much for coming out here, Grand Admiral. I really appreciate that.
Of course, of course.
All right, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna start off by talking about some of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes' best characters that me and Now and Grand Admiral think are the best right now. Um, the best ones to farm, best characters, just generally what's like the best right now. You know, like what you should be farming, what you should like just be using in Grand Arena, Territory Wars, like just like the best characters. Um,
Yeah.
do you want me to start, or do you have a character in mind?
Oh, I do have a few characters. I have like a team in mind, really.
All
Uh,
right. Do you want me to go to your account, or do you want me to go to mine?
I'll go to yours. Your account has the better team.
What team?
It's Enoch Squad.
All right, Imperial Remnant. It's a good one to start off on.
Yeah.
Um, do you wanna talk about it first, or should I?
I'll talk first.
All right, go ahead.
So this team is really good for it's Enoch team first of all. Sorry, I probably should have started with that. But it's good because they had an event which you can get, I believe it's 45 Chirotech from, which is very good for getting your characters up, and you can put them on defense in your Grand Arena, and they will be very good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Just that event is so broken, in my opinion. I'm not complaining about it, but I'm saying it's a really good event, and for like starter players, this is like I don't I don't know if you starter players might have a trouble getting this, but I don't know.
It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Um, just from my personal experience is just yesterday I did a live stream and um, basically I was testing out in the new trench galactic challenge that they had, and
Mhm.
they were insane. I was so impressed at how crazy this team works together. I don't know if it's quite the best defensive team, low geared, but I'm trying it on my second account right now just to see if it works out with Gungans and stuff too. So it's
Yeah,
actually pretty cool.
it's great at like holding. I personally think it's great team too because there's like you work it up, and then like they actually, it's not like you work it up for the Chirotech and then you just like leave. It's like you could actually put it on defense and or bring it on offense, and it'll hold or take out a team for you, whatever you need it to really.
Yeah. Um. Do you know? Does Enoch have a territory war or galaxy? Not galaxy. Grand Arena Omicron.
I think it's a Grand Arena Omicron.
Oh no! Wait, it's a
Oh, it's
territory war.
territory battles. My bad. No, territory battles.
Oh shoot! I read that wrong. Territory battles. Let's see. He just gets 100% 150% max health, which is actually pretty nice and lots of churn meter. So that's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool. It's actually pretty cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
So
I love, I'm sorry, I love his kit so much. He looks so cool.
yeah. Uh, okay. I have a question. Do you like Night Trooper or do you like Death Trooper? Better. From
Ooh.
this Death Trooper. I
I'm
don't know how to
like,
pronounce it. Perdia.
from like from a gameplay standpoint or from like a Star Wars standpoint.
gameplay and like in game. Like, what do you think about the characters?
Uh, well, I feel like the Undead Death Trooper is a very good, like, in, like, Grand Arena and stuff. I've been watching, like, people like ILT101 who are, like, putting it on offense. And, like, his second ability, like, once you get a bunch of stacks or something, his second ability can, like, almost insta-kill people. And with Enoch, they they ram through teams.
Yeah, this that yeah, that's like you pretty much got on the point. His second ability is really really good, and it's just like it's doing a ton of damage. It's getting those I forget what they're called. They're like the trooper stacks. And then just like the amount of damage he hits, and he also gains turn meter from it. It's just crazy. Like, who would have known this team would have been so cool?
Yeah. Like, something else just about this team. I'm not entirely sure, but they might revive. I can't confirm that, but I thought I saw that. I can't confirm that though.
So, I can confirm that. Basically, what happens is they usually gain like this dead ability or whatever it's called, and they basically have 10 lives. So if they get killed like 10 times, they eventually die. Well, they die once they hit 10, but um, the thing that I've kind of noticed is having Enoch as leader, and then TIE fighter pilot and scout trooper, those in the back, like if you don't even have them powered up, it's fine because they'll just taunt up in the middle of the round, and then they'll just keep taking those hits while Enoch, Night Trooper, and Death Trooper are working on the team, while the tanks in the back are, well, they're not really tanks, but Enoch makes them tanks, and then they just sit in the back and get hit. And that's really cool because, like, that really shows that Enoch is like you're really getting his whole character. It sucks that you don't get to use Scout Trooper and TIE Fighter Pilot as much, but it's cool.
Yeah. That's about all I think we have for Enoch. Let's move on to the next character.
Do you want me to pick?
Yeah, but I have to ask you something first.
All right, what's up?
Like after we do teams, could like I saw this like young people doing a podcast, and I thought it was cool if we did like Star Wars 1v1s where it was like you bring in two characters, you say one wins, you keep the character that won, and then bring in another character, and then you just go like that for like 3 minutes. I think that'd be cool, but
Sure.
a little on topic.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that here.
Okay, you pick the next character. How many characters do you want to do?
We can just do like 3 or something. Just like, well, characters and teams or whatever. Or we can do more. Um,
Yeah.
I am gonna hit off another big hitter I've just been having a lot of fun with. Well, actually, there's a lot. I'm going to pick the Night Sisters because I just I can't believe how good this team is. Like, I walked into thinking this team was not going to be so great with Marin, and then they brought in Morgan Elsbeth and Great Mothers, and then they brought like Night Trooper and Death Trooper, and it's just like it felt really like tight. Like it was like you really like gotta pick certain characters, and then the other characters get left on the other team. Um, but I feel like now that like Night Trooper and Death Trooper are with Enoch, it kind of just knocks him out of this whole thing, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Um,
Yeah.
I'll
Um.
go ahead.
Uh. Great mothers. They're so over. Like. I'm sorry. Great mothers are so good when they're high gear. Like low gear, they're fine, but when you get them to high gear, they can just like start destroying teams, especially with like Marin and stuff. And like they can bless Marin, and then Marin just starts going crazy with the damage. It's insane to me.
Yeah. Um. I.
Oh, Morgan, my bad, Morgan. Not what am I
Oh yeah.
saying?
No no. Um. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think Morgan's also, just a really great character overall, and it's just been helping, the whole team out. something I've really noticed is um, Morgan Elsbeth is kind of like the second tank on the team, in my opinion. Um, if you're using both tanks, which is Night Sister Zombie and Morgan Elsbeth, but like generally, I really like the fact that Morgan Elsbeth has three different cool abilities. So, her first ability just inflicts tenacity down and has counter chance, which is really nice. Her second ability has just basically you heal up the whole team, which is just crazy. And then the third attack is Swarm, which is just, in my opinion, broken, but pretty cool. So
Yeah. Thing with Night Sister Zombie, I heard you mention that super annoying character to fight against because she just keeps coming back. So you have to like kill her over and over again. And like to get the taunt off, you like either have to like kill her, like have like CLS's ignore taunt ability or something like that.
yeah, I think I think definitely there are a lot of teams that can counter this low geared. But like
Yeah.
higher gear, I don't know. Like I feel like once you get Night Sister Zombie to relics, it just starts becoming hard to take down this team.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Something that I am hating about Night Sisters right now is, oh my gosh, voice crack. Great Mothers and Morgan Elsbeth. Man, the Chirotech is crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like, this is already 100 Chirotech right here, and then the next gear it's gonna be more Chirotech. It's insane. At least it's not as much as Enoch Gear 11, which is pretty much 200 Chirotech. But
Yeah.
and SLKR 2, yeah, just so much
Oh,
Chirotech.
yeah.
All right, you good with Night Sisters? Should we move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right. Do you want to jump over to your account and talk about one team?
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
All right. Let me just pull up you.
Mustard.
There you are. All right. What team do you want to start off with?
Let's talk about Afro. Let's talk about Afro.
All right.
Yeah. Afra is my one of my favorite characters. I will be doing a video on this eventually. I don't know when, but I did just recently get Dr. Afra on my account. And let's talk about it a little bit. I have her Relic 5 currently with my mods maxed out.
Yeah.
So, her third ability is the most important in my opinion. Oh yeah, her speed. 250, yeah, 258, yeah.
Really good.
Pretty good mods.
Really good.
Rogue Archaeology, her third ability is one of my favorites because she gains stacks of Siphon, which you can see in characters like SLKR, and you know what he does when he gets Siphon, like he just starts destroying people, and it's it's really good because like I've had battles where she gets like 350 Siphon, and then just starts destroying the team. My one thing though is like if you throw in her like recommended team with her and she dies, the rest of the team just stops working because they still do damage, but like they're doing a lot more. And like if you get stuck on like back to like Night Sisters, if you get stuck on like Night Sister Zombie versus like Great Mothers or something, and Afra dies, you just have to quit the battle. Your team can't handle the rest.
Yeah. I think that's a very good point. Pretty much leaving the battle. The only thing I would say is see if BT1 can clutch, but that's like it. Basically, I think if you're gonna go for that, I think honestly, Afra and BT1 are kind of your big things. 000 is here and there. Like he can be really good
Well,
and
yeah,
really bad.
he's important because like one of his second ability, I believe, calls BT1 to assist on his basic, which does the most damage. So I think it's pretty good to have him in your lineup.
Yeah. Um, I'm just gonna jump into something about this character that I don't have this character right now, but something I've really liked and saw and seen of this character is her droid that she brings out. This thing is a beast out there. I cannot tell how insane this guy is. Sometimes he can hit really crazy damage, or he'll just be like a tank or something out there. Um, just really fun for this kit. Like, just a really cool character that I think a lot of people would really enjoy to like use. But my friend here, Grand Admiral, can tell you the beautiful farming he had to do.
Oh my god. So I had to get. I didn't spend any money getting Afra, even though it seems like it because the Afro bundle just came out, and but I didn't. I got it completely free to play, so I know that's not really a flex, but like it's um I think I started grinding for Afra, and I got her like a month ago, right? That's
Yeah,
about it, right?
yeah, I'd say a month ago.
And I started farming for her like I think it was 7 or 8 months ago, and the hard nodes for BT1, and it's annoying because BT1's such a good character, but he's a hard node, so he's not easily farmable. And then, but Hondo is a good character. I think you should definitely farm Hondo if you're thinking about going for Afra. Farm Hondo first because he is so much more useful. Like even outside of Afra, he's good on like Balin's Skull right now, like his own team, like Dash Rendar. He's so compatible because he's neutral. Uh, yeah, and he's Cantina farmable, so that makes it a lot easier. I think Santa Stars is also Cantina farmable, but I would not recommend going for her. I'd recommend farming them in this order. Well, I'd get them all 7 stars, but gearing up in this order, I would say Hondo, BT1, Santa Staros, and then 000, because that's what I did, and it took a long time, but I made a rash decision since like my I had gotten my first relic, and then I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go for Afra. So I'd work your account up a little bit, but yeah, definitely go for Afra.
Yeah. One last thing before we jump off of Afra. I I just want to hear your physical opinion on how was the event. Like that's one thing I just want to know. From what did you take away from the event or anything like that?
The event. It was the okay. What tier do you want me to start with?
Jump into anything. You could go first tier, second tier, third tier.
Let's start with the Hondo tier. The Hondo tier is by far the hardest tier, and the tier that made me want to quit Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for a while. Uh, it basically like Hondo's by himself, and it's like it took like me a miracle to beat it finally, and it was because you have to gain ransom, but the characters are hitting for the most insane damage you've ever seen.
All right. I don't know what just happened there, but I
Yeah,
think
that was weird.
but uh yeah, basically that's Afra and the team. Unless you have anything else to say.
Well, I could finish up about the tiers if you want me to, but I don't.
If you want, go ahead. We got some
Uh,
time.
yeah, yeah. Hondo tiers like ransom and stuff, and you have to like get around it. Took me a while. Got under like 7. Uh, second tier It also annoying. Didn't have to get anybody up at all. It was just like you have to get rid of CLS first because he will just destroy BT1 immediately if he's not out. And then after that, you have to like hope that R2 doesn't destroy your team by stunning everybody.
Yeah.
And then the third tier, which is the Santa Starless tier, you have to get rid of BT1 and I'm not even sure the exact order because I got really lucky because I got it to where like I got Tauntaun Chrysanthemum, got him slightly down, and then had like an AOE that like got them both to yellow, killed them both in like 2 turns. And so that was really lucky. In the fourth tier, you just have to follow Vader's instructions and you should win.
Yeah. Um, a question for you. So I see you have one Omicron left on Afra. Do you have any idea when you'll be getting that on? Just curious.
Um. Okay, so a month ago when I got Afra, when I was gearing her up, I didn't realize there was 3 Omicrons. So I had 4 Omicrons that I was ready. Well, I had like 4 Omicron pieces that I was ready to put in, and I checked today. I have 6. So
Okay.
realistically, in the next 3 months or so, maybe I don't know.
It
I'm
should
not really farming Omicrons right now.
it should take you like a month, especially because here, if you don't mind me going over here and
Yeah,
showing you.
of course.
Uh if you use the new currency, you can buy Omicrons. So
Yeah, I spent all my currency trying to get Mando up.
oh yeah, no, for sure. Please get characters up before Omicrons, because that will help you in the long run.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But yeah, definitely these are still here for you. And this should make it pretty quick for you, cause especially like say you get to like I don't know if you will, but say you get to level 50, you can also go on to this add-on here, and you'll get even more. So
Yeah. I won't get there though because it's super annoying.
yeah, it's annoying, but I don't know. You'll get close, that's for sure.
Definitely.
All right, should we jump into the next part of this galaxy talk?
Yeah. What do you want to do next?
Um, do you want to do the pick a character, and then
Okay.
we each pick
I
a
know.
character?
Oh, you want to like pick more characters to like do deep dives into?
If you want, or we can do something else. I don't care.
Yeah. I was thinking like three. Three's enough for me, unless you want to do because that's what we did for the two
Yeah,
videos.
I mean, unless you'll let me do one more character.
I'll let you do one more, definitely, if you want to. Definitely.
All right, so okay, so I know you all are like probably like, oh, SOKR. Um, I'm saying this right now. He's really cool. Like he is a big accomplishment for me. I am super excited. I was super excited when I got him. Like really excited. Um, he's just taking so much Kyrotech right now. It's really cool. I am super excited to have this guy. But before I can say this guy is one of the best characters in my roster, uh, I need to get him to relics. Like it. This kind of shows you get plus 10% max health and max protection and stuff. Um, but this isn't exactly the character I was going to talk about here. But soon in future videos, I will be talking about him a lot, especially when I get him to gear 12, which next year. So stay tuned for that. I'm sorry he is not gear 12 yet. I really apologize. It's been a long grind. Um, but the last character I want to mention is Captain Rex. I started my second account. I'm gonna say a year ago, probably. Got I really haven't. I really didn't play it for like a long time. But Mostly what I was doing is I was mostly working on this account and then working on my second account to just get to 85. And once I got to 80, 85, or no, 80, I kind of just like started hoarding shards and stuff. And then just like, I'm going to say maybe a month ago, no, a couple weeks ago, I kind of got back and committed into that account. And my goal for that account is to get Leia, but that'll be a long journey ahead. Um, but I just want to talk about Captain Rex. This guy's a life changer for I think any person or any player. He works with clone troopers, Phoenix, rebel fighters, and just regular rebels. I've used him on Celeste. I've used him with Saw Gerrera. I've used him with clone troopers, and I've used him with Phoenix. Either way, I'm saying this guy is good. Either way, um, something that I think if anybody's going for Phoenix or gearing up Phoenix or gearing Captain Rex up, get this Omicron. It is amazing. I fell in love with this character mostly because of his AoE and Omicron and Zetas. Um, but he just works really good with Phoenix, in my opinion, because he just keeps assisting and stuff. Um, Grand Admiral, do you have anything you want to say about this character? If you don't, it's fine. If you do.
Yeah. He's even though I have him barely geared up and I don't use him, I love watching him just destroy teams, especially on Phoenix. He makes the Phoenix squad so much better than it was, and it honestly is great to see him appear on this list again. I think he deserves that. And yeah, that's really all I have.
All right, cool. Thank you. Um, what do you want to do now? You wanna?
We try that 1v1 thing, or
Yeah, for sure. Um, so, do we want to just start? Like, do we want to do it by factions?
well, I was thinking like someone says a random character, and then or like and then someone says two random characters, and the other says which of them they think would win in the fight.
Okay. Are we allowing Galactic Legends, Conquest characters, and or do we want to remove those so it's a
Oh,
little harder?
we can like make it swap. Oh, wait, no, that's a good idea. We should make it swap related. Yeah. Uh, we should do. Um, we should start by going like through factions, and like we could like. Well, no, we could do like a few random characters,
Like
and
we
then
like we could do factions. Like we could do Galactic Legend and then start going through a couple of these. Like we could pick a faction and then we
just
divvy it out. You want to, or I don't know.
sure. Yeah, just start with any character you want. That's what I think we should do.
All right. Do you want to pick a character first?
Okay, so I'm picking the two that you're gonna think would fight. Okay, let me think. Oh god, that was not prepared.
Take your time. You got.
Uh,
You're good.
oh my god, this is embarrassing.
No, you're good.
Okay, obvious one that I think everybody thinks about all the time: Ahsoka or Maul.
Um, I'm gonna say Ahsoka just because of the insta kill.
Ooh, that's wait. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's say she can't insta kill him though,
Well,
like the Ahsoka event.
I'd still say Ahsoka. Only okay. Oh, okay. I'm saying Ahsoka because she gains all this critical and offense, and then if there's any light side, online Force user, Galactic Republic, Ahsoka gains 50% max health and defense, and shares bonuses to offense, critical damage, max health, and defense. I think that would make her good. And also just all of this. all of this. I haven't really read all of it, but
Yeah.
and then there's also Maul, which Maul I feel like is just I I wish he was more of a leader, but it feels like he's more of just support in my opinion. But I don't know. It's kind of both ways. It just kind of depends on what you want.
Definitely.
How about your opinions?
My opinion, well, that's for you to ask. You gotta ask what I would.
All right.
It's your turn.
What character would you pick?
In that same scenario?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. You want me to pick new characters?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but like.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna make this really difficult. This is going to be a really difficult one for you. Just because they're both kind of interesting. So I'm gonna put Shin Ha-Ti on here,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna put. I'm also gonna put Marak up here.
Between those two, I think it would win.
Yeah, who you think would win? And also, I want to hear which one you just think is better of overall character in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Okay, so if we're looking at this from a battle standpoint, which is like I start, Shin Ha-Ti, in my opinion, like Murdoch is a great character, but he really only has two abilities. Well, can you go to his kit review real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, two. You're right.
Yeah, like he has a basic and an AOE, and in a and in a 1v1, you really need that AOE. You don't need that. And sorry, I've twisted my words. You don't really need the AOE because you're just gonna be base king, and it'll do less damage if you AOE. So, and Shinhati has like a basic, a like special that's like specifically for the other one enemy, and I believe she can stun. So I'm gonna
With this
say
third one, yeah.
Shinhati wins. I'm gonna say Shinhati wins that fight.
Yeah, something I don't know if it's just with Balin's Skull, but she also has a ability here. Clean Escape, which is also just really really good cuz then she gets 10 stacks of well, she gains just a bunch of stuff. I haven't really read about it, but I don't know. It seems interesting.
Definitely. Now, who do I think? No, sorry.
No, yeah, you got it.
Who I think is a better character, personally, again, I'm gonna have to go Shinhati. She's much more interesting to me, and is much more useful in the Balin Skull fight than Maraki is.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So yeah, Shinhati, you think would win? Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So yeah, do you think that's enough to wrap up today's Galaxy Talk?
First episode.
This is really cool. I just want to say thank you so much, Grand Admiral, for coming out here. I know you probably are busy right now, or you're doing other stuff. But I really appreciate you coming out here and doing this with me.
Of course, dude. I've been wanting to be on a podcast forever, and who better than the infamous, famous, I should say, TinkerGamer, the GOAT, I might add.
Nope. Nope. I um but yeah, just thank you so much for coming out here, man.
Of course.
And without further ado, shall we end this episode of Galaxy Talk 1?
Roll the outros.
All right, roll the outros. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're gonna be making more podcasts in the future, and make sure to check those out too because we'll do different topics and possibly in the next couple days, it sounds like there's new characters coming out. Hunter Mercenary. But stay tuned. Possibly gonna be doing a video on that. But yeah, thanks for coming out here, guys, and have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, may the force be with you.